This is the podcast.
Of stuff.
Welcome to the podcast.
Of stuff.
Okay, what are we now? Fourth podcast?
This is number 4, yeah.
Okay. A little bit delayed, obviously. We had the week off, but nobody would know that because we're so slow editing anyway.
I'm not the editor, I can't complain.
Yeah, I said we just to
Yeah.
share the
I'm editing the music, so I write the theme tune.
Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
Sing the theme tune, I play the theme tune. And not particularly all of it, though, because it's going to be a new theme tune soon.
Yeah. Okay, get some drums in it.
Oh, yeah, I'll just borrow a kit and I'll play some drums on it as well. But nevertheless.
Okay, so I wanted to come up with a subject for this week, so we have some kind of framework what to talk about. So, went with 10 favourite superhero movies. Now, we're going to do your list next time. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're going to do my list next time. And we're going to do your list today, because I've got a feeling I might have a lot to talk about today anyway.
Well,
and as you all know, the fat one likes to talk.
Yeah, now obviously with anybody's top 10, this can change on a daily basis.
Yeah, of course.
But when I sat there and just thought, off the top of my head, rattle them off, this is what I got for the 10. And then I thought about it a little bit and thought I'm fairly happy. There are some omissions, which you will probably have on your list.
I'll probably pick up anyway as we go along in this one.
Yeah, and I do have honourable mentions for a few, but I'll leave them because we're going to do yours next time.
Well, we still had the honourable mentions,
Okay.
you know.
I just don't want you to, me to say one and you go, okay, that's not my list.
Yeah.
So.
And then we can talk about it anyway, you know.
Okay.
It's free for all now. I would like to start at 10 though, not start straight at
That's what I prefer to do.
Yeah.
End on the best.
End on the best, you know.
Okay. So this could end up being 2 depending how much we talk about these films.
Yeah. Well, we could split this one in half.
Could end up that the WWE and Walking Dead stuff ends up going
on another podcast. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is great. Then we'll have 2 a week.
and people can avoid it if they don't like wrestling or Walking Dead.
Exactly.
Okay, so it was top 10 superheroes. Okay, so these are like my favourites. So they may not necessarily be the best films, though I think with at least a couple of them, they probably
It's
are.
your personal taste. As long as you ain't got Batman and Robin down there or Batman Forever, we're happy.
If I talk to anybody who has Batman and Robin in their top 10, Batman Forever, I wouldn't give it a pass necessarily. I'd probably take it a 10 if, depending when you grew up. And
I wouldn't even put it at 10. But
I liked it when I was younger.
Batman and Robin, though, you know.
Yeah. Batman and Robin is beyond garbage.
It's my number 5.
I can't wait for next week. Okay, so number 10, we started with, and now this is probably controversial because a lot of people don't like this film for a few reasons.
Go ahead.
Dark Knight Rises, which is the third in the Nolan trilogy.
Yeah, you separate your Nolan trilogy, see, I've noticed that.
Yes.
I don't, but I like the Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
To the point where the day it came out in June or July of 2012, I went in, saw it. I remember seeing it in Warsaw, West Midlands.
Okay.
I went in, I saw the first showing of the first day it came out, 10:10. Came out, had a cigarette, went back and watched it again.
Yeah.
Because of little things. That one scene where you got Bane holding Batman up and then just breaks his back. Technically, he don't break his back in the film, though. He just said he dislocated a few discs.
I'll just say this quickly. Obviously, if you haven't seen any of these films, there's going to be spoilers here.
Well, yeah. To be honest, with your list, I'm thinking some of these films have been out a couple of years.
They have, because as you know, I'm a repetitive watcher.
Yeah.
So there is one new one in here, and that will be spoiler. So when I mention it, I'll give people a minute, okay? And they can, because we've both seen it now.
We will give it a minute, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, that gives an idea what it is, obviously.
I've already got an idea what it is.
Yeah, okay, so with this film, I've just basically, as you know, I've actually taken notes.
Yeah. You've actually got an A4 pad.
On an A4 pad.
A4 pad, which I assume has been bogarted from somewhere.
Yeah, I won't
But
say
we won't say where because I'm not too sure.
Work! So...
you got a cough there, buddy.
Yeah. So, but what I've done is, because I'm not a fan of note taking generally, but I like to have some idea where we're going.
Yeah.
Rather than the post-it notes I've been using.
Yeah.
So I've written down things I liked about it and basically given them a tick, and then I've crossed things I didn't like.
All right, you tell us what you liked, and we'll talk about that first.
Okay, so this is not in any particular order, okay? It's just as they came to me. So
No,
I
no.
really like Anne Hathaway as Catwoman.
Catwoman, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she had a superb ass in that. That's all I can say about that.
Now, when I was younger, obviously we had Batman Returns, okay? And that was Michelle Pfeiffer, which in many ways is wonderful.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's still wonderful now, and
She
she's
is.
in her 50s.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Okay? So, but also...
She's no Diane Keaton.
Given the script she was given, she did about as well as you could do with that, I think, Michelle Pfeiffer, yeah? Now, Anne Hathaway actually is an Oscar winner now, okay? She's won, for whatever
I
that's
know.
for Les Mis, which I won't watch, but I've been told is almost...
I sat there and watched seemed 20 hours of Les Mis.
But was she good?
She was in it less than 5 minutes, it seemed.
To me, she seems, when she's on a screen, she's pretty special, I think.
Oh yeah, have you ever watched like Princess Diaries or something? What she's in?
Well, sadly, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched it too, but
Yeah.
when you have a niece that's into princess films, you tend to watch every princess film going.
Yeah.
I love it a bit, but I hate the films.
Well, what I found was, I also, it was only a little hint of it. Obviously, it's not what we've seen in comics. The first time you really see her is when she's at Wayne Manor and they've got old retired Bruce who's injured.
Yeah,
right?
the thief, yeah.
She's the thief.
Yeah.
I love that little bit there where
Yeah.
she kicks out his walking stick because she looks really classy and she's, very well poised, but she's also clearly...
She's done the dirty thing, yeah, in that film.
She's Catwoman.
Yeah, the thing is, Bruce didn't really need it.
No.
Nolan's Batman is a pussy in a sense, because Nolan's Batman is... The first one, Batman Begins, awesome. Dark Knight, amazing.
Okay.
Then at the beginning of Dark Knight Rises, like, I've been on a break for the last 8 years. I've just been chilling. I've got a bad knee and shit.
Yeah, but also
At
the end of Dark Knight, his love of his life died.
Yeah.
So he was.
Yeah, I agree with that. But then they gave him a bad knee in Dark Knight Rises, and he wore this Stone Cold Steve Austin neck brace that makes him.
It's quite Dark Knight Returns, that, isn't it? Because he was injured in that and he had enhancement in that, didn't he?
Yeah, in Dark Knight Returns he had some enhancements, but nothing to the extent of when Batman was injured in Dark Knight Returns, he kept going and kept going.
Yeah.
He didn't have the only time he had a break is when he actually retired when he was in his 40s.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
And that they can't have said, because the gap between Begins and Dark Knight was probably a year.
yeah.
And in that year, you can't say he was a good Batman because Scarecrow was the main bad guy in Begins. He was still on the street by the
Cillian Murphy, yeah.
He was still on the street by the time of Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And you're like, really? You only now catch him and you only realise that dogs will bite through your rubber?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I
and
appreciate that.
But then again, I look at the whole thing, the whole ultra realism of the all three, and I'm amazed. But I like three though. I like them all as one. So
yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So
well, if I watch one, generally, if it's an evening, I'll end up watching the three
yeah, same here.
because it's a story.
Yeah, and the missus hates me for this, but if she goes, "Oh, what do you want to watch?" and I'll go Batman, and she goes, "Oh yeah, well, what do you want to watch?" and I'll just say Dark Knight. Well, I'll just say
Dark
Batman
Knight
Begins, and she'll go, "Okay, yeah, we'll watch Batman Begins." I'm still sitting there at 1:30. She's sleeping on the Saturday. I'm watching it all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then it's one big film for me. But
yeah, well, what I liked, as I said, she is quite Catwomanish there, Hannah Hathaway, with me with that scene with Bruce. Where I also, and I think she acts it really well. I think Tom Hardy. I know there's been a lot of thing about what his voice was like and everything. What I will say about Tom Hardy is Bane.
You will not scratch my testicles.
Yes. Perhaps he's wondering why you would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane. Yeah. So he's
I remember we saw a clip of that as a 10-minute teaser online on YouTube when they were doing this back in 2011.
Yeah. Well, the bit where where she leads Batman to Bane in the sewer.
Oh, and that fight
to get herself away. That's very Catwomanish, and you see the guilt on her, but she's doing what she's got to do.
But have you got positives down on your A4 notepad saying basically that first fight is amazing?
I haven't put it down, but I did want to get to it. But this is why I mentioned them both, because in that scene, I was going to say they've got the iconic back breaking when he picks him up. And
That's the thing I totally marked out on that.
That's comic.
That is comic to me. That was like,
okay, so
but to me that fight was beautiful because
it was,
no sound, no music, all the sound was the sound of the hits.
It's Rocky's first fight with Clubber Lang, where he understands he's outclassed, he's outmuscled, and he's
and it's the same actually. Yeah. In Rocky 1, Rocky 3, the first fight, Rocky just unloaded, and Clubber Lang's like, "What'd you do, fool?"
Yeah.
And Batman done that to Bane, and Bane just went, "You're fighting like a young man," and and it's basically like man of much younger years, and
darkness is your ally. Yeah. So
and I was born in the dark.
So, but I mean, I love that fight. I didn't mind the stuff with the prison. I thought that was pretty decent. All the stuff with the prison.
The problem with that film, the biggest problem, that's the only problem for me.
Yeah.
They didn't really map out their timelines properly.
It is a bit sketchy how long he's there.
How long the timeline is. They kind of mention it when Bruce is getting his back sorted. It's like it's going to take months.
I do have one bigger problem with most of these things I can overlook. Okay. Now I know a lot of people said they saw the Talia Al Ghul switch come in. I didn't. Whether I was just too absorbed, I don't know.
I didn't think I saw it coming myself because they gave her a different name and not a name she used in the comics.
Exactly.
See, Talia Al Ghul always had pseudonames, but they didn't use the name she had in the comics, if I remember. Because when that switch came, I was like...
I think she has recently. I would have to check. Recently, though, but I think since. I don't think that...
In the new 52, I think they've changed a lot of it.
Miranda Tate, that's
that's the name they used in the film.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm only now catching up on my new 52, to be honest, because...
Yeah. I watched Bad Blood too, Batman Bad Blood, just on the side.
That's good.
Excellent.
That's good.
Yeah,
I like
shot
that.
At the end, spoilers, where they're all together.
Yeah.
Just Batman's everywhere. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So sorry, just because I'll go on about this that all night. Obviously.
The one they done where recently it's just come out with Superman one where Zod and that they done like an Earth 2 thing where Zod is Superman type thing.
Oh.
Gods of something, and I haven't watched that yet. I saw it today, but it was too pricey even for my credit card.
Right, well, I mean, the other things that I like, just to get them out of the way, okay? So, I like we saw it in the trailers, the kids singing at the ball game. And then the pitch explodes and everything starts going down.
My best thing about that looked amazing.
Yeah.
But you saw in the crowd of robbing Symbol R for the rogues. Yeah, and I loved that. I love that about that. He gives little hints, and at the end, he didn't pay off, but he did, kind of.
There's a couple of other things that impressed me. I'll get to the ending in a minute, okay? But, I didn't mind the ending, but...
Oh, no, did I?
Alfred, when he does the speech with Bruce, where he tells him that he destroyed the letter from Rachel.
Yeah.
I bought that completely. That looks so genuine to me,
Michael Caine sold that properly, though.
Yeah.
That was
And I think also... the ending, this will lead into the other part of Michael Caine, the ending where it's... for a few minutes at least left open, that Batman may be dead because he drives he flies the nuclear bomb out over the ocean.
But as you all know, he's Batman.
Of course, he's Batman. But this was a Nolan film, so I wasn't sure if he was going to wrap it up, So he flies away, and there was almost a tear. I was there with my daughter, there was almost a tear, okay? Because just for a second, when you're carried away, and that's a sign of a good film for me, you're carried away. And then when we have the aftermath and you see Alfred crying at the grave, tell me that does not twist you.
No, it's heartbreaking because you see the name Bruce Wayne on the grave
and Michael Caine is awesome.
Yeah,
my only issue with the ending sequences, because obviously we see Bruce at the end. And he's with Selina Kyle, Catwoman at the table. Is the final fight between Bane and Batman? Why does that only last a minute?
I don't know.
That should be the boss fight of all boss fights.
Oh, it should have been, but it was the way they done it. It was in a crowd, and he was beating Bane though, because he was punching him in the mask. If you saw that, mask was beaten, so Bane was like, "Oh, fuck, I can't breathe properly." So I'm like, I think, and so Batman was, he wasn't going at him like a much younger man, as Bane said.
Yeah.
He was going at him. He was going for a spot.
Yeah.
And then Bane was almost beaten. And next thing you know, there was a little switcheroo where Bane had a little bit of upper hand, and then Catwoman turns out, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And that's how they beat Bane. That was a bit controversial because Batman is Batman.
To go back to the Rocky analogy I made, okay?
Yeah.
So in the second fight with Rocky and Clubber Lang, I realise this is not a Rocky film, but if you're using, you know, the underdog
Rocky
comes
turns,
back to fight. The beginning of that fight, Clubber Lang is battering Rocky.
Oh, fuck yeah, he's destroying him.
Okay.
And then Rocky hits his head and does the old, come on, that's all you got.
You're so bad.
You're so bad.
Okay, so
You're
he's
so bad, and then he
But
rubs his
yeah,
gun in
but
his face.
after taking a beating, and then
Yeah.
you realise, no, he's coming back. He can take this beating, and that's the only criticism I had of that ending sequence.
we only knew that because Uncle Paulie said he's
Yeah.
getting mad.
Yeah.
What is he doing? He's getting mad.
Yeah.
Why is he getting mad?
He's not getting killed, he's getting mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
basically.
I'd watch the Rocky films again, I think.
No, I need to and all.
So that's my number 10. I know that a lot of people don't like Dark Knight Rises, but I think it's worthy of 10. Okay.
I'm a fan.
And I'm a Batman fan. I know you are.
Yeah.
So Batman films do get a bit more leeway with us
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah,
Show us
definitely.
a few certain things, and we're probably going to be okay with it.
I'll accept more things except for Batman and Robin,
Mm-hmm.
and certain parts of Batman Forever.
Yeah. Well, Batman and Robin is Batman 66, but without the
Quality.
This is meant to be camp and
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, without the quality as well, because Batman 66 surprisingly had more quality than Batman and Robin.
Yeah, and no Batman credit card. Anyway.
Yeah.
So moving on. Okay, this is a total departure from Batman. Number 9,
Go on then.
X-Men First Class.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That one bit where Wolverine just,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously, just for anyone who's, not familiar, X-Men First Class is the origins, basically, sorry for using that word, of
yeah,
Charles Xavier,
Charles Xavier,
James
and
McAvoy now.
and Magneto.
Okay, so I got them both down as the first two things I liked about this film is Fassbender and McAvoy.
Yeah, good one.
The other things, I put a lot down for this film just because I like the film in general. I like the story it tells.
It's a good film, and
Yeah.
the ending was good, and we got the old, they teased Xavier being in a wheelchair and everything. and I
Well,
like that.
The only issue that I have with the film, as we mentioned that, is a little bit of continuity in the sense that he gets paralysed essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the ricochet.
Well, what's his name was trying to stop it, but didn't.
In X-Men Last Stand, which was made before this, but is technically after this, with Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. For some reason, I can't say Charles Xavier's name this evening.
No,
Yeah, he's walking after that. He's bald, he's walking with Magneto, they go to see Jean Grey as a
yeah,
child.
they go in the house, don't they?
Okay, now unfortunately, I picked that up. But,
I haven't even noticed that until now.
But-
Do you know what I say about that?
yeah,
No, was he? No, he was in a wheelchair in that, wasn't he?
he was for most of the film, but at the beginning, they do a flashback. This is Last Stand, okay, just in case we didn't
Yeah,
mention.
yeah, he walks in.
Him and Magneto, and because they CGI Magneto's face to make him look younger, yeah?
Yeah, and they done that same with
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart, even though he
with Magneto.
more with more with Steve McKellen than Patrick Stewart because
Yes.
Patrick Stewart does bathe in the blood of virgins.
Yes, he's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
for the
Beautiful and
man,
shiny.
for man who in his 70s and
Yeah.
in the UK tabloids,
Is he in his 70s now?
Yeah, he's in
That's
well in his
crazy.
70s.
That was my only. It's only a small thing. I can
Yeah.
overlook it because also in future past there's a drug that allows him to walk for a short time, so they could give an explanation as to why he was able to do that.
Exactly, he wanted to walk in, make him look normal.
I like, I'm a Jennifer Lawrence fan.
Who isn't?
Okay, I actually think she can act. She isn't just good on the eyes. She can.
No,
act.
she can act as well. Have you seen her in American Hustle?
Yeah,
She's really good in that.
Yes, I love that.
And then when
But she comes into this obviously as Raven, and she's known Charles since they were kids.
Yeah.
And at the end of the film, she goes with
Magneto.
Magneto. Obviously, that changes up again later. But
Changed it up again in Days of Future Past when there was Days of Future Past in the 70s.
yes.
And now we got Armageddon, which is in the 80s. But
Can you remember the name of the young man who plays Beast? Because I completely blanked on it.
oh,
I didn't write it down.
he's the guy from Battle Boy.
Yes. That's not making any clear for me. It's okay. We don't need to. But he was. I like him as Beast, the early Beast.
Yeah.
The one in Last Stand, Kelsey Grammer, who's Fraser.
Yeah.
That was actually quite good because from the cartoon, that did look like Beast.
He played it.
And he spoke like him.
Yeah, and also he acted like him and all. Cause,
Yeah.
Beast in Last Stand and that, you know, he was always trying to cover himself up.
We needed a younger,
not
more
Last
erratic-
Stand. Yeah,
In First Class, yeah. I know.
yeah. First Class, he was trying to cover himself up.
Yeah.
But in First Class, he was like, "No, I'm not. This is where I am, and
Yeah.
I'm a member of Congress and all that." And
Yeah,
I
that's right.
cannot remember the boy's name.
But I watched Last Stand the other day, and I do still really like. It's not on my list just as a spoiler.
He's in Mad Max and all.
Yeah, I mean, but in the in Last Stand, I do like the whole, Jean Grey Phoenix thing. It's There's weaknesses in that film, but
they were teasing at the end of X2 though.
Yes.
At the end of X2, when they were going over the lake, you
could see them.
You could see under the water like silhouette of like wings and that. So.
Yeah, we did the X-Men movies the other night. Me and my young protege, we did all the X-Men films.
Good man.
So so that's my number 9. It's a really good film. I like Days of Future Past 2. I think First Class is still just a little bit better. But I just hope Apocalypse is remotely as good. I know we have the concern, but let's trust them a bit. They've done okay.
I don't know. With the recent, it looks like they've sorted like the Apocalypse's colour, so it doesn't look like Ivan Ooze so much. Yeah. With the recent like Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know that.
And do you notice that? Yeah, that was an issue. Do you notice in the last podcast we done this in the first one?
Yeah.
Where we didn't mention. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't mention. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Didn't mention ID2.
I didn't even know they were making that.
ID2.
ID is in the football.
Independence Day 2.
Sorry.
I got
excited for the wrong reason, but I am looking forward to it.
Do we really want an ID2? As in
No.
No, because the first one was classic the way
And
it
if you've
is.
seen the follow-up to Green Street.
Oh, there's 4 of them now.
Is there 4? I thought there was
There's
3,
4.
but even that was bad enough.
I thought Green Street was okay, and then we
First one was, yeah.
The first one was good. And
worst American accent you'll hear out of a bottle of a gun. Worst British accent, sorry, yeah. But yeah. So, but anyway,
did you know Robert De Niro produced About a Boy?
No, but De Niro does all kinds of stuff like that these days, doesn't he? From Meet the Parents onwards, he's changed up what he does.
Nicholas Hoult is the boy who played Beast.
Ah, excellent. Okay, well, he was good.
Just
to add that on at the end.
I thought I'd add that on.
Yeah. So I thought, but this film was a good way to relaunch X-Men because people, after that abortion of X-Men
Last Stand
Origins,
or
Wolverine. Last Stand I can watch again.
I can watch Last Stand, but I can't watch Origins.
X-Men Origins Wolverine. If anybody has never seen it, do not see it. It'll also wreck Deadpool for you and everything.
It won't wreck Deadpool. It would
tell you how much better they did this time.
It'll make Deadpool even funnier.
It would actually be Deadpool this time?
It will make Deadpool funnier.
Okay.
If you watch X-Men Origins Wolverine and then watch Deadpool is now funnier because of that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even mean to do it, but number 8 is Deadpool, and I didn't even mean to do that. It's number 8.
Why is that number 8?
Okay, there is a reason. It may end up higher in future. I have been to see this film once.
Yeah, I have too, and even my missus is blown away by it.
But I'm reluctant until I've seen a film maybe 3 times. So give it. But it was so good, it's made the top 10. Most wouldn't do that on their first film.
Yeah. Unless it was Batman or Superman.
Yeah. Now we can possibly talk a bit more in detail later if you want about Deadpool because we've both seen it now.
We can talk now. I don't mind. Give me my phone. I'll order some chimichangas. You know?
Yeah. Let's make the chimmy.
I haven't got my Hello Kitty bag, but I always keep forgetting it.
Yeah, so things I like about this film, there's too many to list, so I'll just give you the quick ones, okay?
Everything.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Marina Baccarat.
Yes.
Okay, I did tell you, by the way, didn't I?
You did, actually.
When
I saw it, I didn't want to tell the missus because she'd be like...
By the way, anyone listening? Spoilers are coming, big time.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Shit, give him the minute. And your minute starts now.
And go. Yeah, so this happens and that anyway. So yeah, so you've got Ryan Reynolds, Marina Baccarat, TJ Miller who plays Weasel.
Yeah.
Brianna Hildebrand, who is Negasonic, teenage Warhead.
When I was growing up, it's always Megasonic Warhead.
By the way, she is actually she is a character. She is a proper
character.
Yeah,
she is. I remember reading her years ago. And this girl who plays her,
Yeah.
they obviously had to cut her hair short.
Yeah.
But when after she burned out the outfit that she was wearing, and then she had the X-Men thing
I
underneath.
quite like it when she gets in fighting mode. Just quite cool. I thought.
And then she had the X-Men thing underneath.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm a little confused. She's stunning.
Yeah,
and she's going to grow up to be amazing.
And now she's obviously walking around with Colossus.
Okay? Yeah.
Now Colossus is completely CG. Yeah.
Yeah, which you don't realise it at some points.
He's really good, and I really like when he's giving the speech to Deadpool about what it means to be an X-Men, one of the X-Men, and he still shoots the guy in the head, and he's like, basically, what?
It's like, I'm not, no.
Yeah,
I'm not your hero.
And we mentioned X-Men Origins Wolverine when they have Deadpool tied up, and they're about to start the experimenting on him. And they say about, is there any way we can shut him up? And he says, don't cover my mouth, they won't like that. That's a direct reference to when Ryan Reynolds had that done to him in X-Men.
And also, if you've done in the montage where it was National Feminism Day, it still haunts me now. And the missus looks at me now with a wink, and I'm like, no!
Yeah, I know the one.
Yeah,
when they do the 1 year sex montage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like when they did Lent.
Valentine's Day, Lent.
Yeah.
And then Feminism Day, and
Ryan Reynolds is in an unfortunate position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see him go red in the face like, no!
Yeah, so I mean, right,
but
so
nevertheless,
those two are great. It is a love story, strangely.
It is lovely love story.
It is a love story, and they advertise it as that, and it is.
My point is this.
Yeah.
In that montage,
Yeah.
you see him get up an X-Men Origins Wolverine figure, and he's like, this you precious?
Yes.
Like, no.
That's great.
Wham! And he puts Wham in his bag.
I think one of my favourite lines as well is, and there are lots of them. Oh yeah, sorry, go ahead. One of my favourite lines is when Deadpool has his hands and his feet broken after hitting Colossus, and he's doing the, I'm the tiny dinosaur, and they're dragging him away, and he says, we're going to take you to see Professor X, and he says, McAvoy or Stewart. I love that. It's great.
I didn't even notice that.
Didn't even notice
it.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's dragging him away, and he goes, McAvoy or Stewart? Fantastic.
We had more people to go and see Pride, Depression and Zombies, which I promote.
Yes. I'll reserve judgment for now.
It's actually quite fun, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, the main thing of this film for me is the jokes. I mean, they're awesome.
It's everywhere. I pissed myself laughing was when he, because he cut his hand off.
Yeah.
Get away from Colossus and that.
Yeah.
And then he's in his bed sit with the woman.
The old blind lady that he lives with.
To be honest, reminds me of Michelle Nichols.
Yeah.
But she's not. And he's got his baby hand. He's got a fucking baby hand. He's gonna be like, I bet it feels huge.
Yeah, I mean, and he also says as he leaves, what does he say as he leaves? I've hidden however much cocaine and the cure for blindness somewhere in you, in case he doesn't make it back. It's just amazing. I mean, it's not supposed to say that.
And then his mate just goes,
yeah,
we'll find the cocaine, we'll get fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, a major spoiler, okay? This is a fish on Deadpool, because as I said, it's an awesome film, but they do the end credit scene. Now, if you were going to design an end credit scene for me to laugh at, you're going to copy Ferris Bueller, which is one of my favourite films of all time.
Why is he in outfit and then in a
bathrobe? Because Ferris Bueller is.
Yeah, I know, but...
And he does the, you're still here? It's over. Go home.
Okay. And then he said, we're getting cable for the next film.
Yes, now that's the big thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, I've heard several rumours about, what cable could do, what they'll do with it, how far they'll go.
Who will do it?
Now,
Liam Neeson will do it.
Deadpool, not to bring this down in tone, is pansexual.
Yeah.
He will do anything.
Yeah.
So, does he have any kind of relationship with Cable out of this? Because from what I'm told, doesn't that happen in the comics?
I can't say because I don't know.
And have a threesome with his
Yeah.
girl and stuff? I don't know. I'm saying because they're R-rated, and they like the shock, they could do something.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm not necessarily saying that's how I wanted to go.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. I said in previous podcasts, previous shows we've done,
Yeah.
I'm not huge on Deadpool. Only what they've
No.
put in X-Men, and to be honest, I've always known he's pansexual.
Yeah.
In other words, he's a level above bisexual.
Yes.
Where he will do anything.
Yeah.
He's not a Bob.
Animals aren't safe.
Yeah. And
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
do you know what my only criticism of this film is? The
What?
only minus point. He makes references all the way through to Hugh Jackman and their friends in real life.
He's not
obviously.
in it.
And we didn't get even for a moment. We got him on the front of a newspaper, but we didn't even get him for.
We got him in front of people, weren't we? Sexiest man.
Yeah, yeah, which was pretty cool. Yeah,
But we got a sexiest man of Ryan Reynolds and all.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, they are buddies. I mean,
Do you know what really made me and the missus laugh?
What's that?
The opening credits where they were like, "This douchebag."
I was just going to say the credits. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That made me laugh. You know.
But they also, I mean, the last thing I'll say in it, obviously, from what I've heard, is that there's much more chance now that the third and apparently last Wolverine film now may get an R rating.
Yeah, they're doing Old Logan, but the problem with Old Logan is he kills Captain America in Old Logan.
But they'll have to change that because they don't have Captain America in that universe.
But
so.
Old Logan, Old Logan killed Captain America.
I think they'll go with Old Logan dies. Somehow. I don't know how.
The only way you can kill Old Logan is literally separate his neck from his body from his head.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can kill Logan.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see how that goes.
But Old Logan literally he kills Captain America.
I'm honestly not doing this on purpose, but it's dovetailing very well. So my number 7 is X2.
Yeah, we kind of talked about this
X-Men.
earlier.
Yes, I didn't want to go too much in then. Cause
no, I love that when they're on the run after Stryker goes into the X house.
Yeah.
And tries to take over and everything, and
Cerebro and
Cerebro and everything, and he puts his son in Cerebro.
Yeah.
And then he realised, can't go that far with that, so he puts someone else in Cerebro, and he puts Professor X in Cerebro, and I love that film. I nearly got fired because of that film.
Really?
Yeah.
Going to see it when you should have been working, or?
Pretty much.
Ah, okay.
I went to see it in the Odeon back then with UCI.
Yeah.
In Swansea, and I saw a 7 o'clock showing.
Yeah.
And I was meant to start work at 8, and I ended up turning 10, and I ended up turning up half 10 because the film just ran over.
Okay.
And my boss was standing there screaming at me because someone phoned in sick, and then
Did you stab him with adamantium claws?
I wish.
Yeah.
But I didn't, because I'm sitting here next to you. Because I'm not a multi-billionaire for creating adamantium.
Well, Wolverine had it for free.
Yeah, but that's a universe, my friend, and I know we work in a material world, but if I create adamantium, I sure will be rich.
Well, I mean, my favourite things about it, other than the fact that I really like the plot of the film, I like, as an X-Men fan as a kid, I like how I felt like the characters were what I'd watch as a kid. Wolverine actually gets to stab people.
Yeah, and we see Colossus.
Yeah,
for
the other version of Colossus who's human at times and goes,
Yeah, which was Colossus from X-Men Last Stand as well, same guy.
Yeah, that's right.
But then they used a different guy for the new one, which was fine because they didn't use Colossus in the new one apparently. So
no, I mean he's in Deadpool, of course, as a CGI guy, but okay, so
it's gonna be a CGI guy anyway.
Yeah, I quite liked the guy who played Stryker in this. The reason I know that he must have done a good job.
Brian Cox.
Yeah, that's the guy. Thank you. Who I wanted to punch him in the face from the first time.
I love Brian Cox.
Yeah, but he's just, I think in the role, you instantly don't like him and you believe who he is.
A lot of his roles he's done in the past, like when he was in Bourne films and that. You just don't like him as a character.
No, which is good. He's doing his job, obviously.
Yeah.
So things I liked about it, just a quick list. So Wolverine, as I just said.
Naturally.
I like Professor X in this, the way that Jason Stryker gets a hold of his brain.
Yeah.
I think Patrick Stewart conveys that quite well because it's possible to get that really badly wrong. Mystique in this film, considering that the actress who played her is or was a supermodel and not particularly an actress. As these films went on, I thought she got good.
Oh, if you noticed, the Mystique outfit, she was wearing less and less scales.
Yes.
In the first one, she was wearing quite a bit.
Yeah.
In the second one, she was wearing hardly any scales.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with a girl who's got that figure, I mean, if you may as well
Oh
capitalise.
God, you know.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd have her in human form as much as possible, like we got with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
The only problem they're doing with Jennifer Lawrence with a figure like that,
yeah.
she's got too many clothes on.
Well, yes. The thing about Jennifer Lawrence, she's probably a better actress. So she does get away with it.
far better actress, but still, you know.
Yeah. The other things I liked Nightcrawler in this. I love Nightcrawler in this film.
I liked how they got him when he's in a church.
Yes.
Because Nightcrawler's always been a religious man, and
Yeah.
you know, he's jumping back and forth.
Yeah.
But I love the beginning of the film where you just see Nightcrawler.
Where he goes to get the president.
Yeah, the president, and that's at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
The way that film is laid out. It's like the first one. Bryan Singer done a masterpiece.
Yeah.
I'm so gutted still that he wasted his time on Superman Returns when he should have done X3.
Yeah. I mean, also, I don't know what the opinion of it is generally. The third one, I know a lot of people didn't like the third film. But Famke Janssen, who plays Jean Grey, I do like her as Jean Grey.
Oh,
and
God, yeah.
I do like the way they use Jean Grey, and that brings to the ending of the film, which is Jean Grey essentially holding off the wave,
and then
holding the plane. Now, I know a lot of people said, oh, well, Nightcrawler could get her. You could explain why he couldn't. I mean, and Jean basically was blocking everybody, wasn't he? Because he tries.
Yeah, she used because you saw him like fading in and out.
And people are saying, why would she do that? Why would she purposely die? And it's like, because
she's seen her own future.
She's seen her own future, and she knows this is the way to get into safety.
Yeah, and
that didn't take a lot of explaining for me.
No, for me either. We all knew she was going to turn out to be Phoenix.
Yeah.
Even at the end of that film, they teased her to be Phoenix.
Yeah, because the camera rolls over the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We knew she was going to be Phoenix at the end anyway,
Yeah.
You know, that ending for me was it was a progression that needed to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's not an ending that we were all surprised about.
It was kind of Empire, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well,
they gave us a horrible ending, really.
Oh no, Empire in Empire, in the end of Empire, it was like we didn't know Vader was going to be Luke's father. In this, it's different because we knew she was Phoenix anyway.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, sorry, I don't mean like in terms of surprise. I mean in terms of they're not giving you the big uplifting ending.
No, it's a grim ending.
Serious loss.
Yeah. When you got Cyclops and that, and even Wolverine shedding a tear at the end, going, she's gone and that, and then when we start X3, where Cyclops is only in it for like 2 minutes, which is sad.
Oh well, when we do the 10 worst or
10 worst, we will.
That
do
probably
10
won't
worst.
be in my 10 worst, but I will mention that.
That won't be in my 10 worst because
grips my anyway.
Yeah, he's only in it 10 minutes and he's not. You know,
it's a waste of a character from the cartoon who was very popular. Okay, so number six. Number six. Oh, I wish we'd done that all the way through. Number six.
We should have done that from the beginning. Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Anyway, I still don't think it's that a good enough list to do that. People are just more going.
What? We're getting closer to number one, so we're on number 6.
Would you agree that these 4 so far are good movies? I'm not saying they have to be in your 10, but these are good films.
They're all right. You know, I would have ranked Deadpool a little higher.
This is where you argue with me. Okay, so number 6.
Go on in.
Batman.
Which one?
1989. Michael Keaton.
First one with the Joker, Jack Nicholson.
Yes. So let me just tell you what I think is great about it first.
I said respectable height.
Now, to be fair, this film, after Superman went bad in the 80s...
This is the reason why I like Batman.
Yeah, okay. This, for me, started modern superhero movies off. Not what we have now, because that's a progression again, okay?
It gave it a first serious note.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was dark, yeah, because it was Tim Burton, so you expected dark.
Yeah, it didn't have the...
And I mean, like, in terms of scenery and...
Yeah, in tone.
Yeah.
It didn't have the wisecracks of...
Adam West?
No. The last film Michael Keaton done with him. Before Batman.
Johnny Dangerously, the Dream Team. Dream Team was the baseball one. Beetlejuice.
Oh,
so you meant Burton. Sorry, I just clicked what
Burton, yeah. Keaton done with Burton.
Yeah. Beetlejuice is great.
It's fantastic. But it didn't have the wisecracks of Beetlejuice.
No.
But it did in subtle tones.
There's only one Beetlejuice moment in the film.
Yeah. Do you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts!
Yeah. Okay, now, so the good things, obviously, Michael Keaton, I'll say it right now, is still my Batman.
Yeah, he's my Batman. And that car is amazing.
Yeah, I don't think they've done better than that. Since.
No, that car is the best car they've done. Okay. I love the new car. It's like technically it looks amazing, and like it looks similar to the Dark Knight, the Batman Arkham Knight car. They look technically amazing.
There's a reason for that.
Exactly. And then you got the Tumbler. Looks awesome.
Yeah.
But nothing has the essence of a Batmobile than that Tim Burton car.
I agree. And
car.
I've stood next to and touched the original Batmobile from the 60s too.
Yeah.
So,
at Comic-Con in Cardiff.
Yes. So the fact that this is my favourite Batmobile tells you how much I like it. Okay, so Keaton is obviously incredible. I love Michael Keaton in this. Given the script, okay, we're going on what they were given you, okay? Because the films as we know them now, were like Nolan did, you couldn't do that back then.
No, you couldn't.
So, Jack Nicholson is beyond awesome all the time.
As the Joker, and also, you know, we notice most of his characters are called Jack anyway. Yeah. Because he just can't remember the name.
You don't get to rename Jack.
You don't rename Jack.
Yeah.
No.
This is like along the lines of Chuck stuff. You know what I mean? But
you don't put Chuck in a film without him getting his abs out.
Now the only downside of it, and it's a small complaint, because until Heath Ledger came along, I didn't think anyone was doing a better Joker than Jack. Okay, the only slight complaint about it,
Killed his parents.
He killed Bruce's parents.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, they rewrote the story. Now, even as a kid, really excited to watch it, and I was. And it didn't spoil the film for me. I knew that wasn't true.
No, I know that and all, but I knew that then as well. Yeah. That Joker didn't kill the parents, even though they're trying to make him as a young Joker, and he was actually just Jack then.
Doesn't that guy really look like Jack, by the way?
Yeah.
The young guy they used.
Yeah, he does look like Jack Nicholson. He's got the eyes and everything.
Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised they didn't use Christian Slater for that.
Yeah.
Because Christian Slater looks so much like Jack Nicholson.
Great show.
Well, you know,
I would have done that.
He was in Undiscovered Country. Did you know that?
Yes, actually, yes, I did. I did know that.
He woke up Sulu. I was in Comic-Con in Coventry. I just met Bruce Campbell. I came out. I was still like, I just met the Bruce, and I was shaking because I was just about to go and meet Robert Englund.
Yeah.
And
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, yes. Freddy Krueger himself.
Awesome. Yes.
And I passed what's the dwarf's name?
Which one?
The one we all know.
The one we all know?
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. Are you talking about the one who's been in lots of movies?
Yeah.
Was it Ewok?
Willow and...
Are you talking about Warwick Davis?
Warwick Davis. I passed Warwick Davis and I was like, that's Warwick Davis.
Yes.
And then as I walked past, George Takei was coming up to me and he had like 3 guards around him. And I just went, "Sir, I've got to shake your hand." And I shook his hand. And I went and watched Brent Spiner and Maria Sistis do a talk, and that's when I fell even more in love with Deanna Troi.
Oh yeah,
because that woman has got better with age.
She was wonderful,
and that boob job is really doing wonders for her.
Okay,
if it's not a boob job, I want proof.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, my love of comics as a kid, I loved films as a kid. I loved stuff like Back to the Future and all that kind of thing. But this was the first time for me, because I saw Superman the film before I read Superman the comic. Okay, just because of my age.
Same here. I was, when that came out, I was 8 years old when I saw it.
All right, and
8 years old. It was before I got shown.
Yeah.
We were having reruns of like 66 Batman, but the problem was in the UK we only had 4 channels at the time.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have Channel 5. We had cable, but you had to pay an arm and a leg for it. And we had Sky. Well, we didn't have Sky because my parents couldn't afford Sky.
I had it for free for a while, but it wasn't supposed to be.
Exactly. So. But my parents couldn't afford it, so I didn't see Batman 66 until I was like 10, 11 years old, and that's when NTL came. Yeah. And they dug up all our streets and gave us all cable.
Yeah, I worked for them.
Yeah, well, good man. Then you moved on to Virgin.
Yeah. Yeah, good times. So yeah, but I mean, so this film for me was the start of
My Batman love.
Batman.
Because of this film, I went out and I read Dark Knight.
Yeah.
You know, and I read Dark Knight Part 2 and...
Well, see, I'd read Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? I'd read it. And it was... I just thought to myself, wow, that's really sort of grown up. It seemed really grown up.
Yeah, at this time, like, I heard of Batman and I saw Batman, but I didn't love Batman. At the time, that age, I was reading David Eddings, like, fantasy novels back then. It was He-Man for me.
It was He-Man, yeah.
It was David Eddings' He-Man mask, not the Jim Carrey mask as in, you know, guys put masks on their cars, turn into planes and shit, and Transformers and that.
Yeah.
It was
Transformers 2 was
yeah,
big.
it was Thundercats. It was all that, and then this film came out. I wasn't actually allowed to watch it. I think my dad bought it on video, and my dad watched it, and I sat there and watched it with him, and I was blown away. And then that year, then I had Batman toys.
I can clearly remember, as you know, I've done a lot of damage to my brain down the years, but I can still clearly remember going to see this first Batman in the cinema. It was the first film we had rated as a 12.
Yeah, it was. It was like 12, 15.
12?
No, you're only a year above me.
Yeah, so
you were 10.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, you were 9.
9 going on to 10. 9 going on 10.
You're 9 going on 10. I was 7 going on to 8.
Yeah, so when we got that, she took me to the cinema, and when we came out, I can clearly remember we walked home.
I've only met your mother once. I already like her more.
We walked home, and when we walked home, I can clearly remember, like, running ahead of my mum, coat on, hood over my head, being Batman all the way home. And I don't think it ever stopped from
What's
there.
your mother's number? I want to take me to see Batman v Superman.
Yeah, the chances of you getting that are slim.
Well, I'm just going to ask her. You know?
No, you won't be doing that.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
No.
Can you ask her for me?
Yeah, I'll ask her for you. Yeah. Of course I'll do that.
My mother's not going to take me. She's like, that's shit.
No? It's funny, because she's taking me, apparently.
Yeah, but my mother likes you.
Yeah.
She don't like me. I was there all day for a rock, and she was like, how's Gareth? And I was like, you bitch.
Yeah, well, dude. Unforgettable, you see. So, anyway. Yeah, I couldn't keep a straight face. Yeah. So, okay, so I mean, not much more to be said on that, other than it's unbelievable. Just a couple of quick notes. Some of the like extra performances in that. I don't remember the guy's name. He's been in loads of stuff. He plays Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, I know. He's even in one of the National Lampoon's films.
Yeah, and he gets shot. And,
Bob, and he gets shot.
Knox, the reporter. He's good for a laugh.
Knox, and you got Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale.
That's who I was going to next. So, and I had a Kim Basinger poster on my wall from a young age. And it's hard for me to say anything bad because while the performance isn't great, she looked wonderful. Yeah. So, but that film was a big deal for me. It changed a lot. So it's
Kim Basinger, Kill Bill Part 2.
Yeah, it's only the things with.
Wow.
Now I know too much in terms of, it's been confirmed to me now that I didn't imagine it. It wasn't Jack Napier, which I didn't like naming him.
No, it is a terrible name. Yeah.
I felt like I'd missed something. I was like, I've never heard his name before.
No, we all know. It was a common street thug that killed Batman's parents, but the problem was... Joe Shell, but... The problem was they've changed the name like 3 times.
Yeah,
3, 4
that's
times.
the one I know.
That's the one I know as well, because that's from The Dark Knight Returns.
Is it in that as well? Batman Begins?
Batman Begins.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Like
He's called it in that, isn't he?
Yeah. They've kept the name the same, and in Batman Begins he gave evidence, then he got shot because one of the gang members.
Maroney or Falcone.
Maroney.
Yeah.
It's from Maroney, and they shoot him in the chest, point blank.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, I love this film. I still watch it fairly regularly every few months, so
I got special edition. It's nothing special about the edition other than the extras.
Yeah,
but
it's Batman, so it's special.
I still sit there and I watch it, but the problem is if I'm watching that one, I'm watching the second one as well.
And that's when things start getting a bit crazy.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Get nuts. Batman's killing people within 5 minutes of the second one starting.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So that's for another day. Number 5, okay?
Number 5.
Thank you. Is Marvel's Batman. Who do I mean?
Marvel's Batman, as in
billionaire Playboy.
Iron Man.
philanthropist. Yeah. Iron Man 1.
Love that. Jon Favreau done a job and all. Yeah. I love the way he made the CGI Iron Man seem real because they had the shots of Downey Jr.'s face.
Yeah.
With the bits around him, like he was talking to Jarvis, and then they intertwined that. I thought that was genius.
I think that Iron Man
that reminded me of
set up the whole genre we're in now.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Jon Favreau was one of the things I put down as a positive because I thought he was awesome direction of this film.
And my favorite Jon Favreau film is gotta be Iron Man in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, whoever cast Robert Downey Jr.
He did.
Yeah. Which was my assumption too.
He did. He that was one of his things, wasn't it? Because he saw him in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and he was like, "We got to have him." And
now, Robert Downey Jr. was, I mean, he's had a bit of an eventful life. He was blackballed to a lot of people up until
then, really. If you've ever seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, him and Val Kilmer are amazing in it.
Yeah,
I love that film. I've got it. You can borrow it if you want.
Kiss Kiss Bang. Yeah, I think I've watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I love the film. It's one of them films where you watch it, you get the twist and everything, and it's great.
Yeah.
But then you just wait a few years and then watch it again, and you're like, oh, it's still good.
It's an unintentional link as well, because Val Kilmer obviously played Batman.
It did, yeah, he did. He played Batman in Batman Forever.
These things are
and I got him it. I liked Val Kilmer's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, his Bruce Wayne was okay. Not so much on the back, but that was a bad script. Again, if we do the 10 worst, that
but if you look at Val Kilmer's that one bit after he's seen Nicole Kidman, and he jumps off the building, he goes straight into the Batmobile, and he gets there and he goes this. He bites his bottom lip type of thing, and I just went. I remember saying this to my dad. He looks just like the other Batman.
Well, do you think that back then, just a side note quickly, they cast things on the look, not necessarily the ability to carry it off? Because
of course they did.
That was then what Batman was supposed to look like. Yeah.
Keaton wasn't. No, Keaton wasn't booked on the look.
When I heard Michael Keaton as a kid that he was going to be Batman, I went, that's going to be rubbish.
And when I was a kid at that age, I was still picking my nose, so I didn't even realise.
Yeah, but it was
you're much older. That's what I'm saying.
I was going to watch it anyway, but it was a kind of that's weird.
Yeah,
he's Batman. I can't see that. And then when you see it, you can see it.
All I saw at that age was Beetlejuice, and it was the 80s.
Oh, there's a recommendation for you if you can find it. A film called The Dream Team. That I mentioned earlier. Okay, from the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I've already seen it.
Christopher Lloyd's in it as well. Yeah, Michael Keaton's great in that. So I love it. The script for Iron Man's brilliant. I love Jeff Daniels as the bad guy.
And he shaves his head for that. Jeff Daniels don't shave his head for anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he shaved his head for that. And
great as Obadiah, wasn't he?
And he's the dude.
Yeah. I thought, the effects, you touched on it. The effects in this film, we mentioned about game changing.
They were game changing.
This made superheroes look very real. I think
the first time I thought a CGI character looked real, especially with the sound and the look of the Iron Man suit. And there's moments there where he's walking away.
Yeah.
All right, I don't get it. He's got AC/DC playing, and he's called Iron Man.
Who cares? It's AC/DC.
Yeah, I know, but it should be Sabbath, even though Sabbath's too slow for Iron Man.
We did have it at the end, didn't we?
It did a little bit. They did have a bit of Sabbath for Iron Man.
We did get the payoff on the money shot at the end.
Yeah, a bit. But do you know when he was walking away after he's got the Mark III suit on?
That's it, yeah.
And we got Marks now. You know, Mark 1 is the one he built in the cave. Mark 2 is the one which he ain't painted. Mark 3 is where he sorted out there was now flying mechanisms, and then he painted it, and we don't really see a Mark 4.
I'm curious what we see in the new.
Well, we're on Mark 40 something now.
I thought it was 50 something.
Is it that high?
I'm not sure, but
it's pretty high. I know that.
Didn't 42 got nuked in number 3, didn't it, or something? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, and then
they all got nuked in number 3.
And then we got because he blew them all up.
Yeah.
And then he miraculously builds himself a suit for Avengers 2.
Yeah.
He builds himself a couple of suits, and he builds himself a whole army.
A little bit.
Yeah.
They kind of signed him off. I think that the reason they give that end in Iron Man 3, this is just what I've heard. I'm not an expert in stuff like this. It's not
because he ain't signed on for Ultron. That's
because they didn't know if they were keeping him.
Yeah.
Because the money goes up for every film, not just with Downey, with all of them. They're big stars now, so...
Oh, well, Downey was always a big star, but
Yeah.
his pay packet was a lot lower.
Iron Man
than
resurrected him, though. I don't think that's unfair to say.
Oh, it did. It did.
Yeah.
Have you seen, was it Jura? The recent film he done with, oh, what's his name? Oh, real old guy. He's great actor.
Departure from this, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it is very much a departure. But you watch that film, it's courtroom drama, basically.
Oh, well, I like some of those.
And it's really good. I love Junior in Zodiac. Robert Downey Jr. I love him in the Zodiac.
Okay.
If you watch the director's cut, it's like 10 hours longer.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. But him and Jake Gyllenhaal are phenomenal in that film.
Yeah. He's a strange one. I never know what to make of Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, that one where he done the Codex, where he goes back in time.
Source Code?
Source Code. I like that film.
Tried 3 times, fallen asleep every time. Not because it's boring, it just bakes my head. And I'm good, I've watched Interstellar.
Yeah, that Interstellar's great.
It is, but I mean, it's hard work.
That ending's hard work.
But just to finish up on Iron Man, okay, to make sure I haven't missed anything out. The last fight is great.
Oh yeah, when he's like basically his suit's falling apart, but he takes him out and then he takes him up to stratosphere and he goes, "You sorted out the freezing problem yet?" And he's like, and then just falls and everything.
I was never a fan of Gwyneth Paltrow, mainly because she married the guy from Coldplay, and I can't see how you could call your child Apple. But
new wave.
Well,
new wave.
Whatever.
New wave.
But I do like her as Pepper Potts. I do really like her as Pepper Potts.
I'd almost find her attractive if she weren't so thin.
Yeah, but we all have different tastes, don't we? Yes.
I know, but I saw in this film this chick flick with Ben Affleck, where Ben Affleck gave a ticket to her husband, and the husband dies then Ben Affleck goes and then like gets it on with her, and I don't think Gwyneth Paltrow wore a bra at all in them films because she had.
I love the last fight. I love the effects. I don't think I missed anything. One thing I did, kind of going backwards, but the the way that he gets into the suit, the origin story, I like how it's put together.
Yeah,
it's good. In the caves, very gritty. It's very realistic. It's quite Batman Begins in that sense.
In a sense, yeah.
So I do. The first Iron Man, I think, is really important.
Oh, it's very good.
So it deserves the list.
And also, then you got the end credit scene with Tony Stark and Samuel L.
Yeah.
The
stuff
Avengers
like that. Initiative.
Yeah.
Yes.
As soon as you say that, they were hitting bold.
Yes.
They were saying, look, we are building something here.
Not everybody gets that, do they?
No, but when I first watched it, I watched it in the cinema and I was like...
Me too.
And I was living in the Midlands at the time and I was just like, really? They're actually getting up to this? Oh, this would be awesome.
Yeah.
And they did. And I remember I went to see Avengers on my 30th birthday in Odeon in Birmingham City Centre. 3D.
Wow. That may or may not appear on this list. We shall see.
All right.
Which brings me to number 4, which will also be...
Was it number 4?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
This is controversial.
Go on.
Not many will agree with this.
As long as it's not Batman Forever.
It's not Batman Forever, or Returns, or Anne Robin. Okay. Age of Ultron, Avengers 2. Now, a lot of people have many issues with this film.
I like it. There is some issues where they overly made the point of getting people off the island and.
Yes, because Man of Steel, they killed everybody. And Marvel went, well, we're not having that kind of background.
No. So Man of Steel, they kill everyone, literally. Because the fight between Zod and Batman, you had the World Breaker and everything. You had a terraformer there, trying to terraform planet Earth to Krypton. So Kryptonians live there instead of like coughing their guts up.
Yeah.
Then later on, they come accustomed because Kryptonian oxygen is not as pure as Earth oxygen. Yeah. So Kryptonian lungs are not used to it.
Right.
They even mentioned that in the beginning of Man of Steel when Martha Kent was going, "You had such a bad cough when you were younger."
Yeah.
Clark, and all
he was adjusting to the atmosphere.
Yeah, he was adjusting to the atmosphere, and. We are going off point when it came to Age of Ultron, but in Age of Ultron, they overly made the point.
Yeah.
And also, we did have the funniest thing ever when Captain America went, language.
Right. It's one of the things I like.
I love that bit, and that one bit in the woods where you just see them all on the screen. And to me, that's a double spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Double page, full colour. That's amazing.
That scene, and also at the end
when they're going around them in the circle, and
Did you get the chance to see that bit in 3D?
I saw it in 3D.
That was wonderful.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 bits in the film that I think stand out to me. It was the double spread at the beginning.
Yeah.
The Hulkbuster against Hulk fight.
Yes.
With Veronica.
I have a poster of it on my wall. It's one of my favourite parts of the
Yeah,
film.
yeah,
I absolutely love it.
I
And
love
he's
it.
doing the go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to
Yeah,
sleep,
yeah.
go to
It's
sleep.
boom, boom, boom,
And then he
boom,
knocks his
boom.
chest out and he goes, I'm sorry. Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And then you have that last bit where they have the thing just after he says, "Is that all you got?" And then then they have the 3 because you just had to say that, and then they just went. And they went round, and then they're all like kicking ass, and I was like, "Oh, that's great."
It's amazing.
Like then we had the pool of sight stuff where it's the only reason to get Chris Hemsworth topless.
Yeah, and also it kind of got him out of the way for a little bit.
Yeah, it did, because you can't imagine him standing there at a human house.
No.
You know, they started off the old bitterness between Tony Stark and Captain America.
One of my favourite parts, and one of the positives I put down.
Yeah, well, literally, Captain America's getting pissed.
They're
Like,
arguing at Hawkeye's house, which also we didn't know about, and Hawkeye's got a family and they all went to the house.
Exactly. But they're arguing at Hawkeye's house, and then Captain America's like, "You haven't seen my bad side," and then rips a log in two.
That's very cool.
Which is cool. And, you know, it's not Batman cool, but it's Captain America cool.
Yeah.
You know.
And I know that they had to change the origin of the twins, Scarlet Witch.
Yes, they did, because they are originally Magneto's children.
Magneto's children, yes.
But what you call it? They couldn't have that in the film because they don't have the rights to Magneto's children. Because
am I right in thinking you're not as keen on Scarlet Witch in this as me?
I think the Olsen girl is very, very attractive. All eyes, very eyes. But no, I don't think they gave her enough.
Yeah.
And also with Quicksilver, I don't think they utilised him well enough.
No, I mean, he gets the cool line, you know, with Hawkeye all the way through.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming?
Didn't see that coming?
Yeah, and then, of course, at the end then when spoiler, he dies.
Yeah, well, does he die? Because no one dies in Marvel.
He'll be back. I think we discussed that before.
Yeah, we have discussed that. No one dies in Marvel nowadays.
Not with a 3-picture deal.
No, not with a 3-picture deal. Not with a $2 million a pick.
And I'm guessing he's still one of the cheaper ones to pay.
Oh, of course he is. You know, all he done was kick ass.
Yeah, exactly. I liked all the stuff with Hawkeye's family as well. That was done.
Yeah.
What's that? James Spader as Ultron.
Mm.
I like Ultron. I do like.
And
Ultron.
one of my favourite Disney films is Pinocchio.
Yeah.
And they just say basically lines from Pinocchio. There's no strings on me.
Well, with the trailers when they were doing the No Strings on Me.
Yeah, I love that.
I think Suicide Squad has borrowed a bit now, where they're doing the jokes.
Bohemian Rhapsody and that. Yeah.
They're doing the jokers on me, you know, the slow thing
Yeah.
on the top. The Bohemian Rhapsody one is great as well.
I still love that boomerang so far in Suicide Squad where, you know, have you seen the picture where he's got the boomerang and he's
I haven't.
He's like this.
Oh, okay.
He's got the boomerang. Well, he's got his tongue out and he's got the boomerang in the metal.
I start to withdraw from the ones coming up now. You know, the trailers a little.
The same trailer, the picture they released.
Yeah, I try and stay away from a lot of it now because now we're getting close to the film. Now I want to go in with some kind of you know freshness. So.
Yeah, well, I understand you are. I'm currently indisposed and stuck at home for a bit, so I'm watching everything.
Yeah, well, which is fair enough, which is good because it means I don't miss anything as well. I like that they brought Ulysses Claw in.
Yes,
as well, who
which is by Andy Serkis,
and he's Black Panther's big rival, and Black Panther is in Civil War.
And Black Panther's got access to adamantium.
Yeah, and they mentioned Wakanda and all that kind of
stuff.
Not
adamantium,
vibranium.
Vibranium.
We can't say adamantium, can we?
No, we can't because Fox owns it, but it used to be adamantium.
Yeah. Yeah, well, in the comics, Ultron as well. You know the earlier robot versions before he becomes Ultron. You know, have you been juicing? Yeah. Before that robot actually closely resembles Ultron in the comics, but I think that the bigger
version
is better. I do like it.
I've got a comic version in there.
Oh,
and figure.
There we go. Yeah, so I mean, I really like this film. I don't think it's given enough credit. So it kept us going. It's linked a lot of stuff. It's brought new characters.
The only there's probably minor problems with it in the sense as what Joss Whedon has said.
Yeah.
And also he said like he was he was like hindered during the filming of it. So
Yeah.
which is understandable because they're gonna hinder him because it's such a big franchise now. It's huge.
It's burned him out, really. That's why
Oh
he's not
yeah,
making
God.
anymore,
He's glad. The twins are making them now. The ones that just made Civil War, they're making.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Infinity Wars and so on and so forth.
Is the Coens?
Coen Brothers? No, it's not Coen Brothers, is it?
I don't remember who this was because anyway, we'll remember, I'm sure.
They're two brothers made Captain America, Winter Soldier, and they've made Civil War. They've come from and they're making Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
So yeah, Black Panther I'm looking forward to though because they've
Can't wait for Black Panther.
You've got Vibranium.
He looks fantastic.
Yeah, he does. In that bit where he's running and Captain America's trying to chase him.
And the lineup in the trailer when they're facing each other, you know, and he's just there, and he's the main basis of the shot, isn't he?
Yeah, you just see his face, but then they get like USA Today or something before shooting. Yeah, Captain America, Iron Man, and Black Panther in the background somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, he should be at forefront right now.
You mentioned my number 3.
Number 3.
Yes. So number 3, which could have been higher, but this is a very high quality list. So Captain America 2.
Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Love it.
Unbelievable. Not just a good superhero film.
But how many times has Samuel L.
Great film.
died in these films?
Well, yeah, that scene is pretty cool with the car, though.
Yeah, it's amazing. Especially when he's telling the car what to do.
With the shield integrity, and he waits for it to get to like 1%, and then he goes, now, and it starts banging and shooting them all. It's superb. It's superb. We know that he comes back, obviously.
Oh, God. That's the thing. Samuel Jackson's died like 3 times in these films.
He just does it to get him going, I think.
Yeah, you know, in the first one it was Coulson's dead.
Yeah.
And then Samuel J died in was now Winter Soldier. At the end we said, oh, I'm not really dead, I'm just here.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I'll contact you later.
Yeah.
And then he turns up at fucking Age of Ultron going, I'm here! I'm still alive, I'm here to tell you what to do. Also, I'm going to dust off really, really pricey machinery that was held by S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to walk in, build a crew, and take it because I'm a pirate.
Well, before Ultron, he popped up in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I only read about that. I haven't actually watched none of that.
Yeah, so
I finally got Series 1 of The Flash.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rock that bitch because I'm off for a bit, so I'll probably clear that now in a few days.
I think that also Robert Redford is great in this film as he's like the main bad guy, the head.
Yeah, and I thought it's a strange casting thing when they had Robert Redford.
Yeah.
It's like it was strange when they got Michael Douglas for
Hank Pym.
Hank Pym.
Mm-hmm.
It was strange because they're actors that basically they don't need to make anything ever again.
No.
And
that's the thing. They got Robert Redford for a superhero movie. It tells you how good this film is.
Exactly. You know, you expect Robert Redford being stuff like The Spy Game, which he was in. You know, you expect him to be like a Bond advisor, stuff like that.
Yeah. Not
in a Captain America film.
Well, also in this film, I mean, at the very beginning, we meet Falcon, Anthony Mackie, on your left. So. You know, and he's obviously introduced now through it. Romanoff is in it again. Scarlett Johansson, she's great in it. You know. Can you boys tell me the way to the Smithsonian? I'm going to pick up a fossil.
Well, Crossbones.
Yeah.
What's his name now? Frankie something. He's in Purge.
The Hydra guy.
Yeah, he's turned out to be the Hydra guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Crossbones. He's playing Crossbones. I'm sure it is.
Okay.
I'm sure it's Crossbones.
Yeah, but Captain America 2, I love the ending with Bucky.
Yeah,
I love Captain America's, with you to the end of the line, almost a tear watching that. Fantastic, amazing film.
It's the old Kirk to Spock line there. You'll always be my friend type thing.
Yeah, and if anyone has got this far on this list, they've probably seen Captain America 2, but they haven't. They need to watch it because
it's one of the ultimate action films. but also it's got superheroes in it as well.
Yeah.
Technically they're not super though. It's great.
There's explanations for how they got like they are, isn't there? It's
Yeah,
not just magic.
Yeah, it's not magic. Yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing with Marvel. Marvel are grounded.
Yeah.
DC were grounded with the Nolanverse, and now they've moved.
Well,
on.
A small spoiler is from my list. This was obviously number 3. This is the highest single superhero Marvel film that I've got.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, it's the best single superhero Marvel.
So I'm expecting Batman 66 the movie, and number 1 will be Batman and Robin.
Well, obviously, if you looked at my list,
I haven't yet.
No.
I know.
All right.
So what are we on?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Again, I've said before, I don't think it's given enough credit. Avengers Assemble is number 2.
Love the film. In 3D, Odeon in Birmingham City Centre. Mate Dan and we both blown away by it. Yeah. We left and we said, what are we doing now? Because we meant to go and get food. We went, no, let's go to the pub.
Yeah.
We needed to go to the pub after that because you need a beer or some sort of alcoholic beverage to stave off rock and roll ammonia. So no, in my eyes, I'm looking for cold gin. But cold gin makes me cry. So it's hard up whiskey. But that film just, it's awesome. Love it.
With Avengers,
220.
one of my other favourite things about it, one of my daughter's favourite things about it,
yeah,
is Loki, Tom Hiddleston.
Well, you gotta love Loki. He didn't have a huge part in Thor.
No.
And then when they brought him straight into this, you're like, wow.
Best Marvel villain so far in this series of films?
Loki, other than what they're going to do with Thanos.
Yeah, but we haven't seen it yet, so
no,
so far.
Loki is the best they've done.
You would hope Thanos is going to be...
I want Thanos to almost reach to the lofty heights of Darkseid.
Yeah, I mean, he's pulling the... he's the one who's been pulling the strings. Because
Apparently.
Loki in the first one, where do you think he got that scepter from?
Obviously. It's not Thanos, but Thanos' underlings.
Yeah.
So, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 have got to take us to us.
Well, those two films put us in space, so that's a natural...
Yeah, they've got to go to it.
Yeah.
And also, and Doctor Strange is up there for me.
Yeah.
Because it's got Benedict Cumberbatch in it.
Yeah.
And... Oh, talk about films.
Yeah.
I watched John Wick.
Oh, is it good? Keanu Reeves?
It's amazing.
Oh, okay.
And also...
I heard that.
Big, sexy Kevin Nash is in it.
Really?
Yeah, every week we've had a Kevin Nash quote.
Absolutely, absolutely. So do you think at the end of this is any way we could get a Howard the Duck scene in?
I don't know.
Possibly with Leah Thompson.
I'm sure Leah Thompson would turn up somewhere.
There we go. That's all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and I didn't migrate.
The last thing on Avengers, there's not much you could say that hasn't been said before, but with Avengers, it's the highest grossing of all those films.
Yeah.
So far, and
It's
I think
great.
that tells its own story.
It's great.
Everybody likes the Avengers, even
Yeah.
if you don't watch this stuff. It's just a fantastic film.
Exactly. Avengers is at almost the pinnacle.
Okay,
It's not the pinnacle, but it's almost the pinnacle.
So that was 2. So
Number 1.
yes. So anyone who knows me and listens to this will know what number 1's going to be.
I've got a feeling it's Batman related.
It is.
Really?
It is.
Which one?
The Dark Knight.
Well.
I will struggle to try and find something. When I wrote down what was good about the film, if you look at my pad, I wrote everything.
You wrote everything.
Literally
And you
wrote.
underlined it twice.
Twice, because that's how good it is.
We were told only underline things in school once.
No, well,
Unless
yeah,
it was good.
Well, yeah, well, I was a rebel. So, Chris Nolan, when he made Batman films, Chris Nolan wants to make Batman as real as possible, so that you believe that Batman is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Batman Begins was like the origin story, set it up brilliantly. Yeah,
Love it.
yeah, I love Batman. Batman Begins. Again, another good film. Some people don't like it. It's a bit slow for people. They don't like the end. They don't like, the stakes.
Yeah, I love it.
But there's a few things about this. The obvious thing is Heath Ledger as the Joker. It's acknowledged as the best Joker performance, I think,
Ever.
Other
than Cesar Romero.
Cesar Romero, for different reasons, though.
We love Cesar for his own reasons.
This Joker could easily have been a product of this Batman's Gotham.
Oh God, yeah, he's an anarchist. This one's the anarchist.
He's an anarchist.
We got Jack Nicholson is definitely a gangster type Joker.
Yeah.
can't really tell what Cesar Romero is. He's the lackey Joker because if you watch the Batman 66 movie where he's got the shark repellent, he just follows everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's following the Penguin in that series.
Yeah.
And then, but this one is definitely the anarchist. You know.
Is there a better bank heist scene than the one they opened the film?
At the beginning, no. And they got the school buses and everything, and the way they come out.
It's genius.
Beautiful.
Absolute genius.
I do have one
Okay.
thing that grinds my gears about the film.
Okay, well, we've watched it enough times to say that. So.
I've seen it. I love the ending.
Yeah.
But it's the bit with the two ships and...
Okay, what's your problem with that? I've heard a few people say that, but what's your problem with that?
There was no point to it.
No?
I know it was a morality test, but the Joker don't give that type of morality test. The Joker is not a planner, because in this film
he's a dog chasing cars. He wouldn't know what to do if he caught up with one.
Exactly. That's
I may have seen this film.
He said that in the hospital just before blowing it up. To me, the Joker in this film, he's not planning things that big. A morality test between a prison and a thing, and civilians. So that was a bit. I would rather see him be more like the Falcones against them.
Okay.
In that bit, but keep the bit where he's going up, the Batman's going through the building. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, that is great.
Phenomenal. And where he catches the Joker at the end and the Joker's just hanging in.
It's quite reminiscent of the end of Batman 89.
Because the Joker's hanging.
He goes up the cathedral steps and he gets through all the obstacles and he fights him at the top.
Yeah, exactly. That's phenomenal.
And this Batman doesn't kill this Joker.
No, he doesn't. He just leaves him hanging.
Which is crazy when you think about it.
Because you think about the 89, he literally let Jack Napier fall to his death.
Yeah, I mean, he grappled him to the gargoyle, didn't he? And he tried to get in the helicopter and he fell.
Yeah.
So technically he didn't kill him, but I mean, what did he think was going to happen? He's going to pull the helicopter down.
I know, and then we get the first 10 minutes of Batman Returns and he straps a bomb to some guy's chest.
The dynamite, smiles, walks off, and the guy blows up.
Yeah, he don't just smile, he just goes...
Yeah.
He just does the nod and
before even going into the slaughter of lots of innocent penguins. But
exactly, yeah. Well, let's. I will take my hat off to all them penguins.
Yeah, I'm still sad.
So am I. Anyway, let's back to point.
Dark Knight. So I mean,
Dark Knight. I love the whole film. Just them two shit bits. They seem pointless, and they seem to concentrate too much on them.
Yeah.
In that last bit.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And I think that to me is really trivial.
The one thing I did like about that scene, maybe it's a personal preference, it's the same kind of thing I like about Walking Dead. It's the thing that intrigues me most about Walking Dead. It's not just that it's a zombie show.
It's a human story.
It's the human story and how people react in those extreme circumstances. So I think I do get what you're saying. I do understand it. I like the whole thing of who's going to do it. Who's going to blow the other person.
But I always believe the prisoner paradigm
Yeah.
should not be put on film. It's where, like, if you got on that boat, we're going Batman turns in. That boat, they were doing it. They were like, well, they're going to blow us up because they're murderers.
Yeah.
But the murderers are like, well, we don't want to die.
Yeah.
So we're not going to blow them up. So they throw the prisoner complex out the window by both throwing, not blowing each other up.
Yeah.
And the Joker was hoping that one of them blow each other up.
He was hoping, but that's the only time that Batman really beats him, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the time Batman is like going, it's not about you're alone. You're alone.
Yeah.
My favourite scene now is like when he burns half the money and goes, I need gasoline. And
yeah. Well, I love every Joker scene. You know, making the pencil disappear. I love it. I think it's phenomenal.
It's just the two boats. I didn't think they should bring the prisoner game into it.
Other things I like though. Alfred again.
Alfred, Michael Caine, awesome.
I quote it all the time. The whole, you know, some men are not interested in my, you know, some men just want to watch the world burn. Basically,
watch the world burn, yeah. When he was on about seeing blood diamonds when he was in like Kenya and all that.
I think that's a fantastic way of framing the Joker. And you can see they're showing him on the screen at the time too, you know, in that camera.
Yeah, which is great, but that doesn't make sense on why he done the prisoner paradigm.
No, I get what you're saying about that, but
that don't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. But like, also I love Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox, and this is great too. really great.
And the fact that in the books, not so much the early books, but the books were like New 52 especially.
Yeah.
They always went to Lucius for new gear.
And a little side note for you, which you may not have realised. Did you watch Batman Bad Blood after?
I have watched it.
Yeah. You know Lucius Fox is in that? Do you know who his voice is?
No.
Ernie Hudson.
Really?
Who is Winston from the
We
Ghostbusters.
all know who Ernie Hudson is.
I know you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I still. Oh, we're getting a trailer now in a week or so for Ghostbusters.
I did see a photo the other day.
Did you see the preview they done?
The one the other day.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds of preview footage.
Nicky showed me. Yeah.
Good boy. Good boy.
He loves his Ghostbusters.
Did you show you the Star Wars one?
He doesn't do Star Wars.
I'll show you the Star Wars one.
Yeah, we'll do that a little later.
Yeah, we'll do that
about it next time.
But the Star Wars one is good. It's 30 seconds and it makes you go.
Yeah.
But then it makes me think, are they actually doing what no other Star Wars film has done?
Yeah.
And start directly after the next one? Because there's always been like a year to 10 years gap.
Yeah.
Between the Star Wars films, and this one's going to start directly.
Okay.
But we can go into that next time more.
Yeah, we just
once we know more next week, we'll do
some more Star Wars next week.
Star Wars, and definitely, hopefully, we'll know a bit more about Star Trek.
Oh, and just to share your story, ask for free posters at the cinema. Gets a Force Awakens poster and a C-3PO, R2-D2, and BB-8 poster. Free just for asking, which I've never done, and I'm now going to do every time I go to the cinema.
I leave it a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And because they try
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool then?
Yeah, leave it a couple of weeks and then go and ask for a Deadpool one.
Maybe when I go to see Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
Next month.
Well, yeah, same here. 26.
I've actually got the day off after, so I can do the midnight show.
I might actually do that because I'll be back at work hopefully after my op.
Yeah, let's do that.
If I am, I'm coming with you then.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, I wouldn't mind going to work anyway that day because I'll be like, I'll wear a t-shirt that said spoilers.
Well, I went to work the day after Deadpool, so yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you did. I was in hospital, unfortunately.
I was in a coma, but I was enjoying it. Yeah, it was hard to feel sorry for myself when you're in hospital. So,
while I was getting stabbed.
Yeah, I mean, so the only other things I haven't mentioned with this, I didn't really mention it for Dark Knight Rises either. I like Gary Oldman as Jim Gordon.
Jim Gordon, yeah, and I like him in this. He's like, we see him in Batman Begins. He's Lieutenant Gordon, and you see him at the end of this. He becomes Commissioner Gordon.
Those of us paying attention first of all went, okay, well, when's that changing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and then by Dark Knight Rises, he's grizzled and he's like, I'm sick of telling this lie and all that. I love the way Gary Oldman. The only reason he done his Batman films is because he finally wanted to do films his kids can see.
Yeah,
I remember him saying that in an interview.
Yeah,
which is pretty true.
Of a certain age, you wouldn't want a really small kid watching Dark Knight.
No, but
Joker will give him nightmares.
He is the brother of Mo from EastEnders.
Yeah.
And this is Big Mo and all. Not Little Mo, Big Mo.
Big Mo.
Little Mo left years ago. And I only remember this from not watching it, being subjected to it because of my mother.
Yeah, why are we talking about it? This is what they've done. It's just like a scar.
It is a scar.
Yeah, so...
It's a dirty scar.
Aaron Eckhart as Two-Face? You like him?
Yeah, and I love the design and all.
Yeah.
I thought it was totally impractical when he was trying to drink that whiskey in the bar.
Speaking of giving children nightmares, by the way. that face. Wow. Wow. That's haunted.
Well, I was... I subjected a child of, I think he was 9.
Oh yeah, my daughter watched it.
Yeah, to that face.
Yeah.
And he closed his eyes and... no, he wasn't 9. It was when I moved back to Swansea. 2013. He's only 9 now this year. He was 5 years old.
Wow.
And I made him watch it. Not made him. I was watching Batman. We watched the first one. And they kind of got scared on the bits where Batman... when they saw Batman through the drugs.
Yeah.
But they were alright with that. But when they saw... and then they watched Dark Knight like the next day, they didn't really get it.
Yeah. Well, it's very complex film.
Yeah, it's quite intelligent. And
You notice something different every time you watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't now because I've seen it like about 30 times, but if you...
they didn't really get it, but I had to put like immerse with NPH.
But it still works
On-
as a
Yeah.
you know, as for a kid can still watch that and they'll like it for a different reason when they're older.
Yeah, exactly. But I remember watching it with them like straight after we watched Batman Begins. They didn't get it because I had my nephew right next to me. He was only 3.
Yeah.
He was sleeping by the time the end comes. But my oldest nephew, I had to put that face scared him that much. Now you mentioned the face, see.
Mm-hmm.
He was worried about that, thinking that was going to happen to him so much. I had to put the Smurfs on, the Smurfs movie, with NPH, so he could watch that before going to bed.
Yeah, just to make him all
Yeah,
kiddie again.
and he was all kiddie again. I was like, real world problems, boy.
Yeah.
Wait until you're 9 years old, I'm going to show you Robocop.
Batman and Robin gave me nightmares, but for different reasons.
Yeah, that still gives me worries.
Yeah. We've mentioned that way too much.
Oh,
So, but yeah, so
it's time to freeze.
number one is Dark Knight for me. I think it is the best. It's based on a superhero. It's not necessarily just a superhero film, but it's the best for me. I don't think it gets any better.
Everything's good about it.
Okay, so one question I will ask you off the cuff, which I didn't ask you. Do you think anything that's coming out this year, I'll take Deadpool out, okay, because it may be a new list. Anything else that's going to be better than Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think?
Batman v Superman.
You think it's going to be better?
I think, and then he's going down there and kicking ass.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the game. It's going to be like the Arkham Knight games.
Yeah.
This Batman is, and you know, and
That's what I want from Batman.
and this bit from Alfred when he goes, "I will drop you off on the second floor, sir,"
Yeah. That's
and
brilliant.
all that. It's just bang.
It's going to be great. It's a different type of film, really.
and it's gonna, and I'm looking forward. I love Superman as well. See, like
Yeah,
I've got, you know, the Batman from Court of Owls there on my leg, and I've got Superman as well.
That's
so.
one controversial thing I wanted to ask you. So I didn't have a single Superman film in my top 10.
No, I noticed. To be honest, I have got one Superman film in my top 10, and
Okay,
it's
I'll make you say what it is.
I can say it anyway because it's part of the subject matter.
Okay.
It's Man of Steel. Do you know why it's in my top 10?
Well, I like Man of Steel.
I love it. Do you know why it's in my top 10?
Cool.
Because it reinvigorates Superman, and the fact that Superman is throwing a punch on screen.
Yeah. It's been a while.
He'd never throw one.
Yeah.
He never threw a punch on screen. And then and everything, and also it's about consequences.
Yeah.
With this film, with Man of Steel, it's about consequences. He broke the neck. Now we've got consequences for it coming in Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Coming into Batman v Superman, we're gonna have consequences of him killing Zod and all the damage, everything. It's gonna be great.
Another honourable mention for Superman films
Oh, thanks, man.
is Superman 2.
Love it. But have you ever watched the Richard Donner cut?
Yeah.
It's much better.
Man of Steel kind of follows the format of it a bit. I mean, it's modernised, but it's very similar, isn't it?
Not the Richard Donner cut is better. Superman 2 Richard Donner cut is yeah it does actually. Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. It does follow. Man of Steel does follow it to a certain degree.
There's similarity.
But the fight with Zod in Man of Steel was more ferocious.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Much more.
Christopher Reeve and Terrence Stamp are not going to do what, Henry
Well,
Cavill and
no,
I can't remember the actor's name.
They could do it,
Yeah.
but the problem is back then it weren't about the violence.
No, it wasn't.
Nowadays, as we're getting older and we got games like GTA where kids are playing it even though they're not meant to, and fucking girly COD.
The bar is raised, doesn't it?
Yeah, the bar. What you call it? Yeah, the bar is raised. Cameron has tried to raise the bar higher, but it's not gonna go any higher.
Yeah.
If you ever seen that South Park episode where with Cameron raising the bar,
Yeah.
it's very funny. But
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, it's not like I dislike Superman movies. I do, but it's a tough list to put together, and it could change at some point. Then I'll watch Superman films again, and I'll go, maybe that should be in instead of this. So
yeah,
it might happen. To finish on the superhero thing, I watched The Death of Superman Lives.
Love
What
it.
happened.
Love it.
Yeah, it was quite hard to get hold of, but I got it. I had a look at it, really liked it. First time I ever thought that might have actually worked out okay.
Yeah.
I would have preferred they'd gone more with Kevin Smith's thing, but I think back then, and now if he introduced it, people would probably pay more attention to it. You know, more villains, you know, more comic book stuff. Now that would work, but then
They had Brainiac and everything going into it.
yeah, he had everything in there, didn't he?
Kevin Smith just did everything.
Yeah.
The only thing he didn't want to do was a massive spider.
Yeah, I know about the spider, and I also heard in that documentary that Wild Wild West got the money that it would have had. And they had a giant mechanical
spider. Yeah. They did, yeah.
I would have had a problem with a film with a giant spider in too, just for the record.
Well, in a way, yeah, Brainiac, when he's just got his head off, he has like spiderish mechanical legs.
I can probably cope with that. It's, you know,
but
I don't want an actual spider.
But it weren't meant to be a giant spider. But
yeah.
The guy who's absolutely crazy in that film, he's like, I've got so many black belts, and I'm like, and all that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's going on, I wanted a giant spider because I wanted to be otherworldly. I've never read Batman in my life, Superman in my life. Yeah. I didn't want him to fly and all that.
It's quite cool watching Nicolas Cage talk about, you know,
the
suit and what he liked.
In the background, it wasn't an interview as such.
No, but considering, I mean, it's like gold dust footage like that now.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit sad that it didn't get made. It kind of been worse than Superman Returns.
Well, the only reason they didn't do it was because now Joel Schumacher ruined Tim Burton's Batman.
Yeah.
You know,
can you imagine if he got hold of Superman then? And...
Oh.
Yeah.
See, if they left it at Batman Forever, I like watching Batman Forever in black and white. Yeah. Do you know why? Because the neon doesn't affect it so much.
Yeah.
It actually looks like a good film.
Yeah, it's a fair point. I should try that. Okay, so that's superheroes.
Yeah.